Hello and welcome to the visualization. So imagine hearing, after 15 months, hearing growling, rumbling, and buzzing, vibrations. People intentionally revving their engines all day, all night in coordination against your thoughts, movements, and speech. You can't even talk to your own mother in your own household. Imagine that, right? And then just look at what I've been posting about recently and whatnot. Imagine, wouldn't you get to the point where you're like, after hundreds of reports, after hundreds of online reports, wouldn't you that are being ignored after hundreds of online reports to every security-based entity globally and nationally, or nationally and globally, wouldn't you start like yelling FAGGOTS out your window? Or wouldn't you start screaming pussies, weirdos? Wouldn't you start screaming that? Or wouldn't you start making fun at things like 9/11? And think about it, right? 9/11, what happened there? 9/11 happened. Really, the government was forcing people into tall skyscrapers to use phones and computers, and unsafely at that. And after 9/11 happened, oh, someone's intentionally revving their engine to make me feel interrupted. So 3,000 people died in New York that day. And we went to war for 22 plus years, falsely devoted ourselves to national security and counterterrorism for 22 plus years just to retreat from the war so the Taliban in the world could look at us and laugh about that. And so, but my point is why go to war for 3,000 New Yorkers just to leave 500,000 plus homeless Americans suffering and allow that statistic to grow? 500,000 plus homeless Americans affecting 500,000 plus more of their family members, because at least every one of those homeless people have a connection to a family member. So we have 1 million people suffering. Meanwhile, we wage a war, or we retaliate, or whatever it is that happened, because really there's two sides to every story. Who started that war? Who started 9/11? What happened? Why did they do 9/11? So you're going to allow about 1 million plus people to suffer while you get into a war, waste all the taxpayers' dollars, waste all the tax system's dollars, and then just back out of the war. So if you cared about those 3,000 New Yorkers so much, why did you go to war for 22 plus years just to retreat, and while doing that, allow 500,000 plus homeless Americans to suffer along with their family members, making that about 1 million people? So you care so much about 3,000 New Yorkers, but you don't care about 1 million people suffering. Specifically, a statistic from 2021, 500,000 plus homeless Americans, and growing, still to this day. And all you want to do, all you presidential people want to do, all you political people want to do is label us workers. Our unemployment rate went down. I believe that robots work and humans don't. Like for the most part, like everything's already built and robots can upkeep the rest of what we're doing. We don't necessarily need to work. That's called unsafe paid slavery. Nothing more to add.